Remember, when you're doing a video, start sideways. Don't be a heathen. Now, for me, the most important part of starting any project is doing it bit by bit and just letting it sit to the side for days. And by days, I mean months. But when you actually sit down to get started, to really get started, you always got to have your beverage of choice, your tools of the trade, and a model that you're going to work on, right? I don't have this based. I don't know what I'm going to base that is because I don't know what my models are going to physically be for the vehicles. So I'm just going to pick one at random over here. As you can see, these are all Death Guard minis. That in the back is a Grey Knight Land Raider. We're not going to talk about the fact that it's black right now. So really I just got to choose something from in here. We got Plague Marines. We got Blight Lord Terminators. We've got a vehicle, which I probably won't touch. We've got a vehicle back there that I probably won't touch. And we got a couple of HQs. Now I'm thinking, as far as HQs go, generally you're going to want to put the most time into them. And I'm trying to figure out, really, the best way that I want to do my color scheme. So, I think the best way to start is just pick a character that's gonna be important, but not the most important. You feel me? And while I got a Lord of Contagion, I got a Sorcerer, I got another Sorcerer in Terminator armor, I got a Noxious Blightbringer, I got a Tallyman, I got a Bombardier guy whose name I don't know, and I got a Lord of Chaos. That's not it, Chaos Lord. The more important characters, the HQs, are probably going to be the ones I want to put the most effort into and want to look the best. So really, I have these three dinglebutts to figure out. The Tallyman, who's not fully constructed because I don't know how I'm going to do the hand, and that's the most worrisome part. The Bombardier guy, and Noxious Blightbringer. Now, I think the most important part about the Bombardier guy is he has a whole bunch of, like, glass bulbs and jiggly jangly bits, and I don't know how to do glass yet. But if you don't try, you'll never learn. If you don't ever learn, then you wasted a day. And I waste a lot of days. So let's not waste any more days. Let's start with him. Alright, so I'm about an hour into painting this. Death Guard, not as a standard Death Guard character, but rather as something for my personal homebrew warband called the Knochengeist. Correct me if I'm wrong, German viewers, which is literally bone ghost. So I'm trying to get a nice bone white color for most of the armor panels, with some grays, like, metallic grays for the guns, and some of the more metallical bits, because the armor isn't metal, it's actually ceramite. I think. Whatever, I don't know. So, I've done a little bit of work. It's about an hour. I've gotten the panels. I've done a base. I already had it based, I mean, that's what that is. I did a layer of white scar. It was trash. And then I mixed that with an acrylic paint that I have from back in my college days called Flesh Tint. And I mixed those together, and I put that on top of that. And then I did a generous wash of Agrex Earthshade Gloss specifically, because in these pooled up areas, I want it to be reflective, if at all possible, to symbolize the seeping wounds, right? And I gotta say, for how it is right now, being about an hour in my mediocre working, it's not bad. It's not bad. Here's my palette. I got blacks, I got whites, I got creams, and I got my silver right here. Or the gray, really. Charcoal gray metallic from Americana or something like that. I don't know. Look, I don't just use model paints. I use stuff from, like, hobby shops that are just selling stuff for like $1. I don't got time for $4 for a quarter of the product, all right? So we're going to do with what we got. We're going to do with whatever we have, everything that we have, okay? Access to anything. And is that probably a good idea for the longevity of my minis? Who the fuck knows? Certainly not me. I'm what you might call an idiot. Now, the important thing to remember is that there's a lot of glowy, drippy things that are going to be on this mini, both in his hand as well as, you know, off his blade. And we're gonna need to work with that. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, because I'm what you might call a dingus, and figuring stuff out as we go. Here's a quick tip for anyone who hasn't already accomplished this. When you come to things to paint, these things are real good to hold on to. But here's the problem. Like, you got this, you got a good grip on it. Here's the problem. If you don't have blue tack and you try to just do super glue like I did, it does not work. It's complete garbage. This is what I'm gonna go ahead and stop at. You see, I have those those sores, or most of them anyway, have a effect from Vallejo, I believe, called Vomit. Amazing. And I just wanted to show you, you know, other than the base, which was Vallejo spray paint, Dead Flesh, or the prime rather, all the colors are just this. These are the 6 colors I've used on this miniature so far. Will I get more stuff? Probably. But, you know, that's the beautiful thing about miniatures. It's a hobby. It's for fun. When you feel like taking a break, you can take a break. Go for a walk or whatever. Go for a walk sometimes. Right, Hades? So, you don't always have to do it all in one setting. Just have fun with it. You're a good boy. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I can use some copper colors and some different edge highlights because I'm not that good at it. But, you know, it's not about that. We're not professional. This is my second model. Yeah, I've been doing this for 6 years, but I'm not good at it. But I have fun with it. So as long as you're having fun with it, that's what's okay, right? Right, Hades?